I just want to ask you that right now. While I'm sitting here, or standing here, and while I'm preaching, I would like you to think about that question. Now, in this world, our lives are fading smokes. We probably all know this. The thing with our lives is that at any moment, random things can happen that could eventually cause our death. You could be bitten by a bug, and that bug can carry something that could easily kill you. There could be something wrong with the electric pole, and it falls on you. You can accidentally plug in something to an outlet, and it shocks you. You could be walking down the street, and somebody, they could be drunk, and they could be driving, and get hit. Or maybe they woke up late that day, and they wanted to speed to work so they wouldn't be late. And you just so happen to be one of those victims. Our lives are fading smokes. And the truth is, there is literally only one way to avoid eternal judgment. And that way is Jesus Christ. Now, you may think that you've heard that name many times. And even though you've heard that name many times, the truth still remains. That name is the only name by which you must be saved.
Amen.
See, Jesus was prophesied long ago. Long ago. Jesus was prophesied in the Garden of Eden. The prophets, in what we now know as the writings of the prophets, he was prophesied. Even in the Psalms of King David, he was prophesied. Jesus is the root of David. Jesus is God, as stated in the book of John. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Not as some Bibles say, was it God? The truth is, he was God. He is God. Jesus, he is the Lamb. If you have read the Torah, you know about animal sacrifice. You know about the Levites. You know about, well, if you read the Torah, you probably won't know about the wars. But you read how disobedient Israel was. You learned how evil Israel could be. You learned how, despite all the kindness God showed them, giving them food, saving them from the Egyptians, they still decided to follow the ways of their ancestors who sinned. Now, some people say that, well, Jesus was just something made to control. Well, at this point, basically, it's literally a historical fact that Jesus existed. There's literally no way you can disprove it. It's just how it is. Now, you may say, well, the Bible was written by man. Let me tell you something. When the pen hits the ink, yes, it was written by man. You probably heard this many times, but it was inspired by God. And that's just how it is. Now, you may have heard, it's just a religion of the Egyptians. Well, if you do a bit more digging, you'll find that's literally impossible, considering all the archaeological discoveries that they wouldn't have had access to. There's many excuses to say that Jesus isn't real. There's many excuses to deny the Christ. But the fact remains that he is still the way, the truth, and the life. You cannot get to the Father except through him. You cannot get it by keeping the Torah. You cannot get it by doing good works. Our lives are fading smokes. And let me tell you something. It's a miracle that you're even alive. Because if God wanted you can make this brown track right now. And if that brown track is going down, It's a miracle that you're alive. And
Amen.
God every single day. But our hearts, they are hardened. We don't care. We simply don't. We just want to go. We want to have fun. We want to live our best life, as they say. But that's not what we're supposed to do. Think about this. If what I'm saying isn't correct, and this is your best life, what will happen after that? After this, what will happen after that? Now, America, this country, is a place that, in its origin, had many Christians. Many people in America today identify as a Christian. But I want to ask you this. What happened to America? A lot of things happened to America. There's a lot of things that happened to America. Pick up a history book and you'll read it. You'll see all the crazy things that has happened to America, all that America has done, all that right now we're living history. We're literally in history right now. So you may want to say, well, right now we're not in the Great Depression. Well, let me tell you something. With this shutdown, whether you like it or not, the economy is looking bleak. And then with the debt bubble, as you probably know, pretty decent amount about. If it collapses, real estate market collapses. Let's see, every market related to America basically collapses because USD is a very important currency. Now, America turned away from God. We turned away from God and we followed the way of evil. We abort our babies. We kill them in the womb, defenseless. And what do we do? Well, what do we do it for? Financial gain? For a better life? That's what we do it for. We punish the babies and we kill them because we just want to have a better life. And as much as you may not want to believe it, that's literally child sacrifice. Now you may not be going on and beating drums, talking about some but the fact is, you still are sacrificing a child. We, as a country, have fallen so far where we celebrate things like adultery, fornication, getting drunk, and partying. We celebrate homosexuality. We celebrate. We would even celebrate somebody beating somebody up. You'd be like, oh, get him. America.